Can anyone tell me?
25th, I guess.
25th February. And this is just guessing. What can you check and tell me?
So 25th.
Feb.
25th final?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I note it down. Okay. And regarding the pattern of questions, okay. So in the midterm, you will be getting questions like one word answer you have to write. That at time maybe I asked that by giving a situation that whether it's a contract or not, then you have to answer it's a contract or not a contract along with the reasons. So this is one of the category. Other category of questions like I may give some proposition, some famous saying relating to the contract, then you have to analyze that famous quote or famous saying as per the law. So I strongly suggest, rather than mugging up the topics, kindly concentrate on your basics. Please concentrate on the basics, whatever we have discussed during the classes. Okay. Rather than mugging up whole of the book or from the website, so that is not required. Kindly work on the basics only. If your basics are strong enough, then you are able to answer it. If you do not work on the basics, maybe you not able to answer any of the question. So you will not be getting the direct question like what is contract, what is consideration, what is proposal. These kinds of question you will not be getting in the examination. Okay, so the questions are of practical in nature. Some real issues were there, and some issues which you face on the daily basis. Those issues were there in the form of the questions. So, but definitely you are going to enjoy the question paper, but you have to apply your intellect while answering the questions. And regarding, because it's an open book examination, but I don't know how much you able to get from the book or how much you able to check from the website or from Google. So it's a little bit dicey. So that's why I strongly suggest that kindly work on your basics and work on the various facets which we have discussed regarding any of the topic. And just tell me whether you received all the PowerPoint presentation, the topics which we have discussed.
Yes, sir.
All right. So those PowerPoint presentation will be very, very helpful for you for the examination point of view. So kindly read it properly and check the PPTs which I have sent. All right. And do download the Bare Act of Indian Contract Act. I think as far as I remember, I think I have already circulated the Bare Act. That means law relating to the Indian Contract Act 1872. Whether you people have received it, e-copy, Abranil?
Sir, I have downloaded that Bare Act, but I have not received from the School of Commerce.
Okay. So what I'll do, I'll send the Bare Act also. Okay. That would be very, very helpful for you for answering the questions. So you can refer it and you can search from the Bare Act, because in many questions I may ask the provisions, the sections. Now, again, I'm asking if there are any questions, then please ask. If there is any doubt in any question, feel free to ask. Please clarify all your doubts. If there are no doubts, then I'll proceed further. All right. Isha, please switch on your video and unmute yourself. Isha. Aman Vaibhav.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now Isha is on. Then Aman, just wait. Okay, let Isha first to respond.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Isha. Isha, what is proposal?
The proposal is a. So you want the exact definition?
I just want the meaning of proposal.
So proposal is something which a which a party gives, like it's not a contract, but it's the starting of the contract from which contract is formed.
If I ask this question in the midterm examination, what you are going to write?
So I have not learned the definition till yet.
I'm not asking the definition. I'm just asking what is your basic understanding on the concept of proposal.
So I'm not able to form the words, but proposal is something
Okay,
like
can
when.
you give any example?
Yes, sir. So when a party who maybe he wants to buy something like a plot or a watch, wristwatch. So he maybe from his friend. So he gives the proposal to his friend that he wants to buy his wristwatch, in this by his wristwatch. That's
Okay,
it. That's the
thank you,
proposal.
Isha. You can mute yourself. Aman,
Thank you.
Aman Vaibhav.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me any one essential element of a proposal?
Sir, it must be communicated.
All right. And you remember about counter proposal?
Yes, sir.
Can you please elaborate?
Sir, it is a situation for suppose suppose two people are in a contract or a proposal. So one is not willing to or able to fulfill the proposal, the given proposal. So he gives another proposal as a counter. For example, I go to a bookshop and I want to buy a book which is worth 500, but that book isn't available. The shop owner gives me another book of rupees 750. So that 750 is a counter proposal given by him to me.
Thank you, Aman. You can mute yourself. Faizan, rule number 43.
Yes, sir.
Faizan, am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
One question. Taking a seat in a bus, whether it's a contract.
Yes, sir. It's a contract.
Reason?
So because like I'm buying the ticket, so I'm like giving him the proposal, the bus conductor, and he is giving me back the ticket. So like both parties are exchanging their willingness
Okay.
towards the.
Thank you, Faizan. You can mute yourself. Ankita.
Yes, sir.
Switch on your video also.
Yes, sir.
Ankita, we have discussed about inter-presente and inter-absente.
Yes, sir.
So what is inter-presente and inter-absente?
So just a second. Let me write from my notes. So inter-presentee means when both the parties are present, like direct communication is there between both the parties, and the direct communication. And inter-absentee means when there isn't any direct communication, or it's sending email or text messages or WhatsApp messages like that.
Okay, so sending the videos in a WhatsApp message, in a WhatsApp, what kind of communication is this?
Video in a WhatsApp, so it would be inter-presentee, because both the parties are able to see themselves.
Analyze again.
Sorry, sir.
Analyze it again. I have recorded my proposal and sent on WhatsApp.
So
Video recording.
inter-absentee,
So why now it is inter-absentee?
because the communication between them is not live.
Not direct.
Yes, sir.
It's an indirect communication.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Ankita. You can mute yourself.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so let me ask Pavani, P. Pavani, unmute yourself and switch on your video.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Kindly switch on your video also.
Sir, I have switched it on.
Okay. What do you understand by communication
Sir,
under Indian
basic
contract?
communication means to transfer the all the information from one party to another party about the
In case
proposal.
of proposal, who is under a duty for the communication of proposal?
Offerer?
Okay, fine. And offerer will be called as proposer also or not?
Yes, sir.
When proposal accepted, it becomes a promise.
Yes,
When
sir.
it becomes a promise, the parties will be called as?
Sir, sorry, can you repeat the question?
Once proposal is accepted,
Yes, sir.
it becomes a binding promise. Law is like that.
Yes, sir.
When it becomes a promise, so when it becomes a promise, the parties will be called as?
Promiser and promisee?
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Bhavani. You can mute yourself.
Thank you, sir.
Amandeep, please unmute yourself and switch on your video.
Good morning, sir.
Good
Sir,
morning,
actually, I'm
Amandeep.
traveling. Sir, actually, I'm traveling.
Were you able to answer?
Yes, sir, I will try.
Okay, all right. So, any other essential elements of a proposal?
Sir, it must move from promiser.
Okay, and
Sir, it must be past, present, or future.
proposal.
So, sir, proposal. Proposal, I don't remember it.
Okay, Amandeep, kindly mute yourself. I think there is a network issue. Pratik Modi.
Yes, sir.
Switch on your video also.
Yes, sir.
Pratik, there is one concept we have discussed regarding the mirror rule of acceptance. Do you remember anything?
No, sir.
What is acceptance?
Sir, I didn't remember, sir.
Acha, what, any topic you remember? Pratik?
Mm,
So this is for all. Please start working on for the midterm examination. Okay. Don't wait for the last minute. Pratik, anything you remember in business law?
no, sir.
Just think something you must remember. What is contract?
Sir, a contract, sir, if two parties agree to uh,
Whether you entered into a contract, any kind of contract last month.
sir, me,
Hmm.
yes, sir.
Tell me.
हाँ, hello.
Pratik,
Yes, sir.
uh, please, can you give the highlight that the contract in which you are there?
Sir, I went to buy on a cold drink.
It's a contract.
Yes, sir.
Do you remember the elements related to contract? So why you are hesitating to answer? It's a contract.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Pratik. You can mute yourself.
Thank you, sir.
Afsana. Afsana.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, can I keep my video off, sir?
Okay, okay. Sana, any topic you remember in contract?
Um, uh, Sir, if you ask me, I can think about it. I mean, see if I remember.
Okay. Okay. Consideration need not to be adequate.
Oh, no, sir.
Didn't remember?
No, sir.
You remember about the concept of consideration?
Yes, sir, but then I don't know how to explain it.
Then search for the methods to communicate it. Give an example.
Okay, sir.
Afsana, any example for consideration?
Um, uh, so,
No example.
sir, I'm a bit,
Have you
I'm a bit
entered into any
confused.
kind of contract last month?
Yes, sir.
Which contract?
So I bought some AirPods
What is the consideration from your side?
that I paid for them or I bought them.
The money. How much money
Yes,
you
sir.
have spent?
Something from here, I would say it's something near 300 or 400 riyal.
300 or 400 rupees.
Riyal, sir. I live in Saudi Arabia.
Okay. So what is the consideration from the other side?
That they gave the
What
AirPods
you
to
have
me if I
received?
paid.
What you have received?
The AirPods.
Okay. So consideration from both the sides. So that is a concept of consideration, that there must be something from both the sides.
Yes, sir.
So as to show the seriousness in a contract. So that is consideration. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
you have to make it very simple. Just search for your day-to-day life matters, and you will be able to write something in the examination. So this is for everyone. Okay. No need to complicate the things. Kindly make it very simple.
So,
If you forgot the things which we have discussed in a legal manner, Just remember your day-to-day working. Then you able to catch something which is related to the question. Okay,
Yes, sir.
because in day-to-day life, whatever transaction we do many transactions which are related to business law. So kindly think on those transactions and keep those transactions as an examples while answering anything. Yes, Afsana, you are asking something?
Sir, so we can like write simple examples to explain the topic. On
Absolutely. You
Okay,
can
sir.
quote your example, day-to-day life example.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
And I strongly suggest that you should, this is for all, everyone should give examples while answering the question. Very, very important. Thank you, Afsana. You can
Thank,
mute yourself.
thank you, sir.
Let me ask few more questions. Chaitya, roll number 37. Chaitya Sarup. Chaitya, kindly unmute yourself and switch on your video. Whether you are in a class. Okay. Abhishek Swan, roll number 3.
Yes, sir.
Kindly switch on your video also.
Yes, sir.
Abhishek, do you remember the postal rule of communication?
Sir, not much.
Do you remember the rule relating to the proposal when we send the proposal by a post? Okay, let me give an example. Okay, Abhishek, kindly check it very minutely. So the example is like this. So person A written a proposal in a letter, sent a letter today morning to you, or take it as yesterday. A sent a letter to you. It's a proposal sent yesterday 10 a.m. That post reaches to you today at 9 a.m. Facts clear?
Yes, sir.
You have opened the letter at 9:30 a.m. and you have read the proposal at 9:30 a.m. itself. So proposal is communicated at what time to you?
So when did the post reach? 9 a.m. So then 9 a.m. was the time.
9 a.m. was the time for?
So to start verify the proposal.
No, when we can say the proposal is communicated.
Sir, at 9 a.m.
Okay. Very good. It's a correct answer. So this is for all. If you are listening, so he has given absolutely correct that it is not the time that when he read it. According to the postal rule of communication, it is a time when the letter delivered to the particular addressee. Abhishek, thank you. You can mute yourself.
Sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Hansraj.
Sir, can you let Chaitya in? He got
Switch on your
disconnected.
video also.
Sir, can you let Chaitya in? He got disconnected.
Pardon?
He got disconnected. Chaitya.
Chaitya got disconnected. Okay. Let me check. So ask him to sign in again. Okay.
Yes, sir, I'm already in.
Okay, Chaitya, so you are in.
Yes,
so
sir.
switch on your video also.
Yes, sir.
Whether your network connectivity is fine now.
Yes, sir.
So Chaitya, we were discussing about the postal rule of communication. So do you remember anything about this postal rule of communication?
No, sir.
Anything regarding the inter absentee?
No, sir.
Okay, let me ask then. You were present in almost all the classes as I am seeing the record. So, Chaitya, what happened? Only 1 or 2 classes you have missed. Otherwise, you were there. Okay, one question, Chaitya. Okay. I have sent you a proposal on WhatsApp. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, from my side, 2 double ticks were there. Blue tick is not there.
Yes, sir.
That means you have not opened that. But from my side, double tick means what?
The message is delivered, sir.
Delivered. You have not read the proposal.
Yes, sir.
So now whether we can say the proposal communicated from my side to you.
Yes, sir.
And why it is so?
Sir, because the message is already delivered and I haven't seen it till now.
Proposal communicated?
Proposal is communicated through your side, sir. But I haven't
Okay.
seen it.
You haven't seen it, that means blue tick is not there.
Yes, sir.
Can I take back my proposal?
Yes, sir, you can.
Now what happened? There is a blue tick. Blue tick is there, that means you have read the proposal.
Yes, sir.
The moment you are typing yes, before you have sent yes, that means accepted, you have received that I have taken back my proposal. That message. Whether proposal revoked or taken back.
So the proposal is taken back, or I can just say yes.
No, there can be only one option you have to opt. There can't be both the options. So whether proposal revoked
So the
or
proposal is revoked.
revoked. And why we can say that proposal is revoked?
Sir, because you have you took it back or you deleted the message.
Before it is accepted.
Yes, sir.
Once it is accepted, then there is a blast.
Yes.
Remember the famous quote, train of a gunpowder.
Yes,
So,
sir.
all right, chat. Thank you. You can mute yourself and you can switch off your video. Okay, let me ask a few more questions. Akarshan, roll number 10.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Akarshan. So I am keeping it very simple. Any topic you remember in contract, in business law, with whatever we have discussed?
So I haven't exactly studied, but if you ask me, then I'll try my best to answer the question.
Okay. Which topic makes you like tilted? Yeah, you are very interested in listening. Which topic?
Consideration.
Okay. So consideration can be what?
Can be what, sir? Exactly in what sense?
In the sense that with the consideration, we have to see like the money, the cash.
So it can be
services.
anything. Not exactly money or cash, but anything in general.
So there is a law behind that. When we say that this consideration can be anything. So law says consideration can be something valuable in the eyes of law. Now, I am asking a bit technical question. Consideration defined where?
Consideration defined where, as in the Indian Contract Act?
Contract Act.
So section 2 subsection D.
Section 2
D.
clause D.
Clause D.
Section 2 clause D is where the consideration defined.
Yes, sir.
Being more specific, there is a term given in section 2 clause D which reflects the consideration. Do you have a Bare Act with you?
Sir, I have the section 2 clause D written in my notebook. I wrote
Just
it.
check what you have written.
Sir, abstinence or promise?
Okay. In section 2 clause D, the word written something. That word actually reflects the concept of consideration. So this is for all. If you have not written it, kindly write it. Very, very important. Okay. In the law itself, if anyone asks that consideration definition, it is provided under section 2 clause D. If anyone asks that what is the exact word which reflects the concept of consideration, so the word is something. And that something, law have stated that something valuable in the eyes of law. Not in your eyes, not through my eyes, not through the eyes of society. Law says that we are going to decide that whether particular thing, something is a consideration or not a consideration if there is a dispute and the parties approach the court. This is what the law have defined. Okay. Thank you, Akarshan. And you can mute yourself.
Thank you.
Okay, Arpita, roll number 27.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Arpita, switch on your video also.
Yes, sir.
Arpita, do you remember the essential elements of valid acceptance?
No, sir, I don't remember.
Can kindly check your copy. Have you written anywhere?
No, sir. Actually, I have missed many of the classes. That's why I have
Okay. You remember which class? Tell me.
not.
Many classes you have missed, some classes you have attended. So the classes which you have attended, what you remember from those classes? Anything. Nothing? Okay. Do you remember what is the concept of contract? Or why business law we read in commerce? What is the importance of business law? Whether a commerce can be done without a business?
No, sir.
Not possible?
No.
Whenever we do an accounting, can it be done without a business?
No, sir. For accounting, business is necessary.
Necessary, because if there is no business, for what we are going to do the accounting?
Yes.
So there must be some business. Okay. So what are the main rule regarding the accountancy?
Main rules.
Or basic principles regarding accounting?
Basic principles like
What is the rule regarding debit, rule regarding credit?
Debit the receiver and credit the giver.
How about BRS?
Bank reconciliation. Cash book and passbook is to be maintained equally.
Can it be done without a business?
No, sir.
There has to be some business, isn't it?
Yes.
So when there is a business, immediately law comes into existence. And when law comes into existence, the first and foremost law which comes into existence is the Indian Contract Act. So that is the relevancy to understand business law, even if we are doing accounting. Because if we do not understand the law, there is a high possibility that you may do an accounting for a business which is illegal. So that's why we have to check the legality of it. Okay, Arpita, do you understand? Yes. Thank you. You can mute yourself. Prachi, you have raised your hand. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, sir. So can you repeat the point promise made on account of natural love and affection? I want to hear it again, whether it has to be registered
Prachi,
or not.
switch on your video as discussed with all that. Whenever you speak, kindly, your video must be switched on. Yes, Prachi.
So the point made out of love and affection, consideration one, I want to hear it again.
Point made out of?
So consideration made out of love and affection, that part, if you can explain once again.
All right. Okay. So the general rule regarding the consideration, that the consideration must be from both the sides so as to form a contract. If an agreement doesn't contain consideration, then we cannot form a contract. Consideration is must for the formation of a contract. This is a general rule. But there is one exception created by Indian Contract Act, section number 25. Section 25 changed the dynamics that even if one party do not provide a consideration, even then we can form a valid contract. So section 25 is an exception of a general principle that a consideration must be from both the sides. So section 25 says that one party is giving a consideration and another party is not giving a consideration, then also agreement can form a contract. Under that provision, subsection 1 talks about the situation that if one party is giving a love and affection in return of a consideration from the other side, that love and affection could be considered as a consideration for the formation of a contract. So technically and legally, if we see the transaction by keeping in view subsection 1, one party is giving consideration, other party is giving love and affection. This is what the exception regarding consideration is. Now, a very, very important question raised since long in the past, that this love and affection we can consider what are the parties where we can consider this love and affection as a consideration, because to skip from consideration, every other person can come and say that I am giving love and affection, so I am not going to give a real consideration. Other party is giving consideration, it's a contract. Law have categorized it and law have stated that this love and affection could be considered only between the near relations. So exact term the law have provided, near relation, and near relation described by law as relation like blood relation first and relation out of marriages. So two category of relation only comes into existence. As a result, how about friends? they are out of that category. Girlfriend and boyfriend, they are out of that category. If we know someone, if we know someone since long, and if you work together with those person out of love and affection, law says, sorry, your parameter is fixed. If your relationship is the blood relation or the relationship out of marriage, then only the law will consider it as love and affection under section 25 subsection 1. And only then, if one party is not giving consideration, it is valid, because law consider love and affection as a consideration in section 25 subsection 1. So this is what related to love and affection. Prachi?
Sir.
If it is clear, whether it is clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Or if still there is anything, if there is confusing, then you can ask.
No, sir, this much only.
Okay. Anyone else? Any other question? Abranil?
Yes, sir.
I hope you are listening all the conversation.
Yes, sir.
So Abranil, tell me the topic in which you are most comfortable.
Sir, consideration only.
So Abranil, can you throw some light on adequacy of consideration?
Sir, adequacy of consideration, the law will never say what is adequate or not, but it must be of some value in the eyes of the law.
Okay. Now, just I want to add on few things regarding this, and this is for all, kindly note it down. The law generally do not intervene into the matters regarding the adequacy of consideration, because law itself have provided that consideration need not to be adequate. This law have provided that consideration need not to be adequate. But what happened, many times we have seen that the parties take the undue advantage of this rule, like by forcing someone entering into a contract and giving less consideration for any kind of transaction by force, because law have stated that consideration need not to be adequate. So okay, Abranil having a property of 5 crore, I pressurize Abranil that Abranil you have to sell it for 5 lakh, and law says consideration need not to be adequate, so I can do it very easily. But one thing is very, very important. If law have provided this rule, law have provided one more rule, and the rule is regarding the unconscionable transaction. There's a terminology, unconscionable transaction, which states that, so I've given an example that a property of Abranil which costing rupees 5 crore, I have purchased it for 5 lakh. Now the point here is, don't you think or don't you say that there is a suspicion in the transaction, that there is something which is not correct? And the thing which is not correct is the market value of a property is 5 crore and Abranil is selling it for 5 lakh. Law consider it as unconscionable transaction, and if Abranil approached the court for the cancellation of this transaction, then law will say that firstly it is unconscionable because the consideration is not adequate. Law will put a question only when Abranil go to court for the cancellation of this deal. So law firstly put a pressure not on Abranil, on me. Though Abranil approached the court that I want the relief because this happens. So the law will not ask Abranil to provide the evidences, but law will ask me that you prove it, that there is no force in the transaction. Because from the very beginning it is suspicion. There is a suspicion and it's a suspicious transaction. How come it is possible that one person is selling it for 5 lakh rupees, which is actually costed for 5 crore rupees? So that is the only thing which is attached to this point, that consideration need not to be adequate. And whatever I have communicated just now, it is of practical in nature. And many cases regarding this consideration need not to be adequate, they were in the court. Many cases were there. So this is just I want to add on, and thank you, Abhinay. You can mute yourself.
Thank you, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, I think I have received a few questions. The rules, yes, who is saying I'm not able to catch?
Sure.
Isha, yes.
So what if the party who is being forced to sell the property or something lesser than
Please,
the
again, I am not able to hear. A bit louder.
So what if the party who is being forced to sell it for a cheaper cost? So what if that party what if that party says that he's not being forced in the court?
Who? A party who is
So the
being forced or a party who is forcing?
No, so the party who is being forced.
So what you want to ask?
So what if that party says that he's not being forced by
No, the point is, then why he went to court?
No, so he's not going to court. You said that the court will understand that it's
No. This question will come up only when a party approach the court for the cancellation of the deal. If party do not approach the court for the cancellation of a deal, law is not going to intervene. But when a party approach the court, then immediately court will say this is unconscionable transaction and we have to verify it. And why it is unconscionable? Because from the face of the transaction, it can be easily checked that the property of 5 crore is sold for 5 lakh rupees. So firstly, court will say that it is unconscionable, that something is wrong.
So when the property is being transferred, then the court will not say that, like if the party doesn't approach, then the court will not say that it's not.
Court will not intervene. Absolutely. If the parties are okay with it, court is not going to intervene in any matter. It's upon the parties. If the party do not approach the court, law will not intervene and the transaction will be completed, contract will be done.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sana, you have unmuted yourself. Whether you're asking something?
Yes, sir. Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes, please go ahead.
So some days ago, we got a update from WhatsApp, and it's like you have to agree or don't agree to that update. But if you are getting a new phone,
agree
or don't agree to that update, so
to that update regarding some software.
Yes, sir. So some privacy issue, privacy policy. So if you are getting a new phone, especially iPhone, you have to accept that update, or else you won't be able to use WhatsApp. So how can it be a contract? Because the person is not willing to allow, but he's forced to do it.
So don't use WhatsApp.
Okay.
This is actually called as a standard form of contract. So in a standard form of contract, what happened? That part, only one party is going to decide the terms and conditions. And if you are not ready and willing to accept that terms and condition, no contract will be formed. So you have to accept it or you can't enter into a contract. But at the same time, Ritik, see, law provides a remedy still. Because if the matter is so serious that it may violate your privacy or any of the concern which is of high relevance, then definitely court can intervene. And I hope, as far as I remember, the Ministry of Communication, Information and the Communication, they have already issued some notices to these apps also. Because if they are breaching the privacy of an individual, that is actually against the constitutional provisions, Article 21, there is a law. So if any app, if any of the software breaches the privacy, then law will take its course. And they can ban the app also. So I think you might be aware that many apps were banned by the ministry. So, but otherwise, if they are not intervening any of the constitutional provisions, then they are allowed. In that case, either we have to accept it. If we are not accepting it, no contract will be formed. Because it is a standard form of contract. Like a contract with the government always work with their own terms and conditions. Generally, government do not bargain. Can we bargain the government with the traveling tickets in the trains?
No.
It's not possible. If we want to accept it, only then contract will be formed. Can we say to the ticket counter that please give a discount of 40% discount, 20% discount? It is
No.
Rath Yatra, please give a discount of 10%. So generally in these kind of contract, they do not give an opportunity to the other party for bargain. So no counter proposal, only one side proposal is there.
Oh.
Ritik, is that clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, any other question? All right, so I think one question is asked in the chat box. Devi Vandana, intention to create a legal relationship. So regarding this point, whenever parties want to enter into a contract, whenever a proposal is given from one party to another party, the proposal must contain an intention to create a legal relationship. That means there must be an intention of the party to enter into a contract. If proposal is given just for the sake of giving and not for entering into a contract, then we cannot say that proposal is as per section 2 clause A, because section 2 clause A is very, very clear that whenever the proposal is given, the proposal must be given for entering into a contract. The proposal must be given to seek the response from the other party. The response may be yes, no, silence, counter proposal, or amendments. That means a counter proposal. So there must be intention for entering into a contract. That must be shown in the proposal itself. If any kind of proposal randomly given without any intention, then we cannot say it's a proposal as per section 2 clause A. This is related to intention to create a legal relationship. So that is all for today, and good luck for your examination. Kindly read the question again and again before answering it. Don't be in a hurry in answering it. Kindly read it at least twice, then answer it. Okay, so I just take the attendance. Anandita Swain.
Present, sir.
Abhishek Biswal.
Present, sir.
Abhishek Swain.
Present, sir.
Abhishek Chandra.
Present, sir.
Abranil. Adarsh Khandelwal.
Present, sir.
Aditya Anand.
Yes, sir.
Afreen.
Present, sir.
Afsana.
Present, sir.
Darshan.
Present, sir.
Akash. Akshariti.
Present, sir.
Kita,
Present, sir.
Alisha,
Present, sir.
Aman Vaibhav,
Present, sir.
Amandeep,
Present, sir.
Amlan, Anand Kumar, Nandanu,
Present, sir.
Aniket,
Present, sir.
Animesh, Ankit Kumar,
Present, sir.
Ankita,
Present, sir.
Anshika,
Present, sir.
Present, sir. Apurva.
Purva Tomar, Arpita,
Present, sir. Arpita.
Nayak, Atishay,
I am present, sir.
Atul Sandeep, Avita Lakra,
Present, sir.
Ayush Mishra, Barsha Rani,
Present, sir.
Vipul Anurag,
Present, sir.
Biswajit,
Present, sir.
Chaitya Swaroop,
Present, sir.
Chirag Jain,
Present, sir.
Deepshika Das,
Present, sir.
Devi Vandana,
Sir.
Divyesh Agarwal, Isha,
Present, sir.
Faizan Asgar,
Present, sir.
Gautam,
Present, sir.
Hansraj,
Present, sir.
Hargobind, Heriworth, Ritik Kumar,
Present, sir.
Ishtadeep Singh, Kushal Patel, Kaushal Khandelwal, Kriti Shri, Kuljit Singh, Lavlina,
Present, sir.
Manav Shah,
Present, sir.
Vansita, Mrinal, Neil Biswas, Pavani,
Present, sir.
Payal, Vaishali Ghosh,
Present, sir.
Prachi Dhar,
Present, sir.
Prachi Kukreja,
Present, sir.
Pragyashri,
Present, sir.
Pratik,
Present, sir.
Pratham Agarwal,
Present, sir.
Pratiksha.
Present, sir.
So thank you all for the day, and we'll meet after midterm. Okay. Good luck for your examination. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I'm closing the
Thank
meeting.
you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.